journalist Anabel Hernández confirmed that the Mexican government agreed to hand over Governor Rocha Moya to the authorities in the United States. In this video, I'll tell you all the details about this historic extradition agreement. Through her podcast Narcosistema, the journalist stated that direct sources from the federal government confirmed to her that President Claudia Sheinbaum would hand over the governor on leave, Rocha Moya, to the justice system in the United States, where he faces charges of organized crime. According to the journalist, this decision would be a consequence of the bilateral meeting held on June 12 at the United States Embassy in Mexico. Her sources say the Fourth Transformation government reportedly agreed to let Rocha Moya be tried in the federal court of the Southern District of New York. She also stated that the decision would have been made by Claudia Sheinbaum herself after consulting with the former president, Andrés Manuel López Obrador, who, according to the journalist, gave his approval, as part of a strategy to protect other key political figures within Morena. Thus, in that context, Hernández stated that the agreement includes Rocha Moya turning himself in voluntarily before the end of June.
The decision was made by Claudia Sheinbaum after consulting with former President López Obrador. The deadline for Rocha Moya to appear at the Southern District Court in New York is less than 2 weeks.
The researcher also pointed out that there could be different scenarios in which the former governor could be brought before Donald Trump's administration. The first scenario involves a voluntary surrender similar to that of General Merida Sanchez. According to this hypothesis, Rocha Moya would seek to reach protection agreements for his family, who would also face corruption charges. And at the same time, Claudia Sheinbaum's political image would be preserved by avoiding a direct arrest that could cause a split within Morena. Hernández also suggested a second scenario that would escalate further. If the former governor refused to surrender voluntarily, the United States government could resort, through third parties, to a covert operation similar to the one used in the capture of Mayo Zambada in July 2024. Meanwhile, as one of the signs supporting the version that Rocha Moya may have fallen out of favor, the journalist pointed out that his federal security detail has already been withdrawn. She remembered that when he took a leave of absence, Security Secretary Omar Garcia Harfuch said he would get federal protection. However, she stated that currently he is only being protected by state forces from Sinaloa. According to Hernández, this measure would be part of a strategy to pressure him and make it clear that he no longer has the support of Morena's elite. In fact, according to the sources cited by the journalist, the message would be that he does not have the protection of any influential figure, not even from the Palenque circle, referring to López Obrador. Now he must fend for himself. López Obrador.
The message is, on this side, no one is going to protect you anymore, not even in Palenque, referring of course to his friend Andrés Manuel López Obrador. The message to Rocha Moya is fend for yourself.
To these indications is added another episode that, according to the journalist, shows Rocha Moya's political isolation. Last June 15th, when he turned 77, no governor, influential senator, national leader, or relevant figure from the ruling party dedicated a public congratulation to him. The only shows of support came from his daughter and a few local political figures. What do you think? Do you believe Rocha Moya will voluntarily turn himself into the United States? Share your opinion in the comments, like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe with notifications on.